Today we are going to explore the options, how, what are the options that we have to migrate the databases from on-prem to Azure SQL database. Sorry. Okay, so what are the options that we have explored previously? We have exported backpacks. So the only reason, I mean, the only databases that support format is backpack only. It doesn't support BAK files. Okay, but so what are the options that we have explored as of now? We have explored first, like we have migrated the backpacks to the storage account. Okay, and from that storage account, we have imported the databases into our Azure SQL Server. That is what we have done. How we have migrated using agent copy command, we have migrated. Right now, what I will do, like I will, like I'm, right, how to take the backpacks. Or otherwise, I will show you one. So this is my on-prem database. Okay, right now if I want to take this database task, like export data tier, here I am seeing that backpack. Okay, now come to here, save one any rank. Okay, save it. This is the interview question. Okay, when you export the back, what will happen in the background? So this is one of the interview question. So you need to remember this screenshot. Okay, first it will extract the schema, export the databases, and what why did it say unsupported elements? Test element has been orphaned, and okay, this is the issue. Okay, will test element 123 has been orphaned from its login and cannot be deployed. Okay, okay, for a moment I will take this. Okay, so if you have a time, please take that screenshot, or you can write it in your notes. So what will happen in this? See that these are the first. It will export the database. In that, it will extract the schema, enter schema and database. So these are the things that you need to say. Okay, done. Now we have exported the backpack here. Okay. Now how I need to import that? That is the for that we have one option called like a SQL package. Why we are using this SQL package means I don't want to take the backpack to the storage account. From there, I want to export it. It is like one step. We are going to somewhere and from that way to we are importing. I don't want. I want to cut that medium. Okay, so for that reason, we have one SQL package. This is the not only reason. One more reason is like if we have very I mean to say very huge databases. If you go with the SQL Server architecture in the background to do export import for every region, we have certain number of virtual machines in the background from Microsoft end to do this activity. If your database size is huge, okay, that is one scenario. On this other side, at the same time, there are so other members who are trying to import their databases. So what will happen? Memory will get consumed, right? And that's the reason you might encounter out of memory error. Okay, that's the reason. That's the reason Microsoft has suggesting option who are getting out of memory error for huge databases when they are trying to import from storage account or like using the portal. So Microsoft suggesting this option. So now what I will do here is This is the one of the reference link.
Isha, can you repeat the last statement, please? Sorry.
Yep. So for example, what virtual machines are you are talking about? Out of memory error, right? Hello?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
For example, okay, I will show you in the paint. Okay, this is our boundary. Okay, this is our SQL server. Okay, so when we are trying to import the databases, okay, to this SQL server using storage account, whatever account, to process that, we require some virtual machines. Okay, in the backend, that virtual we don't have an access, and we don't know how many virtual machines are there, how many are, but to do something we need some virtual machines, right? So Microsoft deployed some virtual machines in the backend for every region. Our database size is very huge. At the same time, that kind of import requests are very high. Okay, why? Because we don't know, right, how many members are utilizing that import option at that time. So if you are facing that issue, we are having four set of virtual machines for now as example. Okay, right now so many members are utilizing these virtual machines like using import history. You are not directly, whenever you click imports, this virtual machines comes into picture in the background and the user doesn't have an idea. Why? Because we worked on that. So when we work with the product team, they have mentioned this error. So the other alternative what Microsoft has provided is to use SQL package. Why? Because if it will uses our RAM and memory, if our RAM and our memory is very high, then there is no problem. Okay, so you will get out of memory error if at the time is very huge. Okay, so there is a reference link with a name called Johanan. He's a Microsoft guy who work with the product team, and like who will give the rise tickets to the support engineers. Okay, so this is the official link. Okay, so if we want to utilize this SQL package, we need to install we need to update the SQL package to the latest version. So for that you need to click on this link. So here we have a .NET tool. Like it means if you are if you want to do this command prompt, you can install that .NET like tool. Okay, but as of now we are not aware of that everything. It is like out of scope for DBS, right? So what is in our scope is MSI installer. Just click that installer. Okay, as of now I have downloaded already. But so once you download that, where I need to go is, okay, so once we install the SQL server, okay, once we install that option, now go to program files, Microsoft, not this SQL server, Microsoft SQL server. So here you will see how many SQL server I have installed. 2005 to every SQL server I have installed. So I am going with the 2022. 160 is the 2022. Here we need to go to the DAC. Where is the DAC here? DAC bin. Now see, in here the SQL Server package got installed. Now to be on safe side, what I will do, I will copy this link and I am pasting it. Okay. Now what I want to do here, I just want to go here, type CMD, select run as administrator, click yes, copy this path, type cd. Cd means change directory. Right now we are in c/system 32 folder, but I want to move to this folder, right? So just copy it and press enter. Now we are in that. Type cls to remove all this, right? We will direct remove the nonsense. Okay, now what will it will do here is, here it will saying that to import, to export. Why? Because sometimes what will happen, Harsha, I want to Azure SQL databases to be taken on your system. Okay, so there is no option to take the backups and everything. It will directly, it will go to the this thing, right, storage account, but I want have one copy of the package. Then you can use this option export. Means we are exporting the database, okay, to our local system through in the form of backpack. Okay. Right now, what is test demo 08, right? Where is my test demo 08? Test demo 08. What is that? How many databases? Ranking only is there. Okay. Ranking is only there. Okay. So this is the command. Okay. So here, what is this? Is this like package name? Action is equal to what we are doing? We are doing export source server name TCP. And one more thing I would like to inform you, like our SQL server utilizes like 1433, right? This is my now my SQL server, and you can mention 1433 to get connect, and as well as you can mention TCP dot. You can mention like in this way. We can give like this as well if you want to connect, especially with the TCP protocol. Okay. Now, so this is like TCP text to demo 081433. Okay, source destination name is just ranking. Okay, and this is my source the server name. This is the dummy password. Okay, like this is the test file. This is the where I need to have the copy in the file. I want to copy this ranking database to this C/test. Now I am going back to this thing, going test. Where is my agent Asha? I am just removing this. Okay. There is no files and everything, right? Now I'm minimizing. I just copy that. To copy, come here and paste it and press enter. Now what it is doing? It is connecting to the export by login. Oh, every day this is the issue. Come networking. Add, sorry, add client IP, save. Press enter. Now what it is doing? It is connecting to the database, okay, ranking database, and it is trying to export the schema. What we have seen in this thing, right, in SSMS, the same thing it is doing, but we are doing through the SQL package. I'm telling really nobody knows about SQL package, guys. Okay, who work in Microsoft or who worked for like along with Microsoft people, they only know this SQL package. If you mention that, right, the interviewer might surprise about, like he will ask you and he will I mean get the information from you. Okay, so what is that, how you are going to do that and everything. Okay, so now previously yesterday we have we have enabled that row level security and everything, right? And something I have done in the practice as well. So that's the reason row level security is they are like informing that it's like validating this. Okay, so to export this ranking database, how much time it took for me? 53 seconds. Okay, now go to the test location, just refresh. See the backpack, AW backpack. Backpack has got generated, right? So this is how. Now I have my code and everything, right? So now you can copy this logic and you can paste in the task scheduler and you can use it. Or you can add some logic, like here you need to add time frame or whatever it could be, you can add. Okay, so it will, the task scheduler will run every day and it will generate the packages, or you can dynamically generate, you can use this logic and everything, you can build the statements, and you can mention those SQL server agent so that the agent will take the Azure SQL database packages, okay, into your local system. Then we have, I mean, I have shown you how to export. Now we will see how to import. I am just removing this. Okay, so before doing to the export region, okay, I would like to specify the error what I get. Why? Because like this is the error what I get to the free subscription. See, it means if you want to do the export, okay, we cannot do that in the free trial subscription. Why? Because I encountered this error. I will like show you. See, this is the error what I got previously when I trying to export. Okay, the same error to for reading purpose only. I am just pasting in our chat. Okay, so we cannot do that, but that won't stop us to do. We have one more account in place. I will just utilize that text to demo. So I will delete this. Okay, we have an option called like this is the syntax. Let's understand the syntax here. This is the package name. This is the action is equal to import server name. Okay, destination name on which name that you want to restore. Okay, and this is a username of server password, the from where I have kept the file here. Okay, now why this is much so taking so long time? Oh, sorry. Where is the backpack file? I have downloaded this one. Harsha one I have created, right? In which location I have created in the disk. Okay. Uh, type
I
C.
think you deleted that thing.
Okay. I have deleted right? This thing only I am having, but I am going to download SQL Server Management Docs to search. Dun, 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 dun. One. So now what I will do here? I'm just copying the log.
Once check in the recycle bin, it was there. Yes.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. So this is the way from where I want to take the import the database to directly to Azure SQL Server. What is the edition? Database premium I'm taking, and like I'm going to object level P4. Okay, and you just copy this syntax and paste it here and press enter. Now we might get an error. Why? Because the database already be there with the name called Arsha. Let's see either the directly it will import the tables or not, or otherwise I will press cancel. What I will do, I will queue as a Arsha one. Yeah. Now let's see. how it goes. And remember, I don't know, for example, you have initiated this export option, but you don't know what is happening except it's been there like initial deployment for 30 minutes. Now your customer or client is asking you what happened to you, what happened, is there any progress or is there any ETA, could you please let me know. So then what we'll do, how you are going to inform the progress. So there is no such thing in the portal as well. That's the reason Microsoft has given one more option called, in one more addition, DF, destination file. Okay, if you mention this parameter at the end of this thing, it will list what is happening in the background, what it is doing in the background, it will list and everything. We will see this option as well, don't worry. So to do one small thing, there could be n number of small actions in the background. Okay, simple, it is saying that initializing deployment, verifying deployment plan, analyzing deployment, importing. This is the only simple thing, but in the background there is a lot of story. Okay, I think I have already done that. For meanwhile, I will show that thing. Mm, no, where it called C log, right? Yep. C. Yep. So make sure that you don't have any any spaces between the in the folder. Okay. So when you try to so it will generate like this, each and every object in the background what it is doing. As Microsoft tracer warning, rebuild indexes is false, connecting to the log settings. So that, why, see, I am unable to understand anything here, but still why it is doing. If we face any issues, Microsoft people will ask this question only, could you please provide the logs, so they will analyze. Okay, if we don't know anything, at least we have to make ourselves to cooperate with the Microsoft teams, then only they will bring things to one corner. Yeah, now go to the portal, see other SQL Server database demo 07. See, database got created with the name called Harsha on premium free 4 and 500 DTUs. Okay, so it will show like that only. Okay, so meanwhile we will continue with other things. I will show you in another. Okay, so this is the one way what we have to migrate to Azure databases. Now what is the other option we have? We require huge time for this. The other option what we have is replication with transaction replication with push subscriptions. Okay, that is the only option what we had. We don't have transaction replication, merge replication, p2p replication, only transaction replication only. Now to configure transaction replication, what I need to do here, I need to configure distribution. I don't have multiple distribution, so I am configuring this server as a distributor and finish. It's done. Now how I need to know either this is a like distributor or publisher. As of now, when I go in the production.
Harsha,
So yeah, yes please.
sorry for disturbing you.
Okay, no problem.
This is your on-premises server, right?
Yes,
The one where
yes,
you have created.
yes,
Okay.
yes, on-prem server only. Yeah. Okay, select star from sys.databases, click execute. Now I am taking name, name is underscore publish, comma is underscore distributor. So now here we have a like distributor is equal to S. It means we can know this server is a distributor. By seeing this query, we came to know. Otherwise, you go to system databases, you will see the distribution. But we don't go usually, but we would like to prefer this in this way. Okay. Now what I want to publish this database to another database. Okay. What I want to do here. Okay. Now like go to replication, right click on that, new publication. So to publish new transaction replication, what is the what is the basic prerequisite that we want? We required primary key.
primary key.
Yeah. So whether we have a primary key or not, just go to design, and we are having a primary key. You can see the symbol right here. Yeah, now it is and we are eligible to do that. Now what I want to do, like right click on that, new publication, Asha, select the transaction replication. Okay, and select the type. Next, next. You create the snapshot immediately. Next, select, run this process admin. Now here connect to publication. So this is the same account. So I'm going to impersonate only. Next, next, transaction replication in simple terms. Next, yeah, it's done. So I have successfully created the subscription publication. Now right click on that, new subscriptions. Next, run all agents at the distributor and push subscription only. Why we are unable to select this option? Why? Because if you select this option, SQL agent has run in the subscription ball, it will go and fetch required information to the distributor and specific time intervals. But we don't have any Azure agent, SQL Server agent. That's the reason it only supports push subscriptions. Okay, next. Now here click on that, add SQL subscriber. What is the subscriber that we have as of now? I will go this thing. Okay, this is the same thing. Meanwhile, what I will do, I will connect to the database. Go to the databases. In the ranking databases, whether we have a table or not, let's see that. I am dropping this table. Yeah, so there is no more table with the name called sales dot orders. Yeah, now open this one. Select the databases. I need to select the ranking database. In this database, I want to send the tables. Next, here, run this. Here, how we are going to connect the SQL Server impersonate will not work here. Okay, we need to select SQL Server authentication, enterprise. This all things you need to select. But as of now, we don't have any all of this, right? So I will select this SQL Server. Done. Click OK. Okay, next, 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 finish. Yeah, we have successfully created the subscription as well. Click close button. Now meanwhile we will see this thing now. So like we have deployed previously the short, right? So it was imported successfully, and the time took for is 3 minutes and 39 like 3 minutes 39 seconds and 43 milliseconds. Okay, So this is how import we have to import from SQL Server to Azure's SQL database using SQL package. I'm just closing this window. Now again switching back to replication. Now we have done that, right? Now if you go here, now we will see how many records are there in this. How many records we have? Total 6 records. Okay, now that record should be here as well. So before doing that, what we need to do here, select the subscription, type view snapshot agent. Yes, snapshot agent got generated. Now view log. No replication actions will be able. Once we make any changes in that, it will comes into picture. Yeah, there is change.
Harsha, over here we have a replication monitor. Uh,
Yes, we have repli. Not here, in this location. Yeah, well. So we have 6 records in Azure database. What I will do here, I am going back to this table. Right click on edit. I am reviewing this. Uh, I am reviewing just two. Saving pressing Control S to save this button, and I am just checking cross check. Yes, still this thing right here. Yeah, it is archive right now. Now see the log reader agent yeah, has been used or not. Okay, generate the statements or not. One transactions with one command deliver. It means it can't succeeded. Now right now we are in the SQL server only. It is archive too. Once I click refresh, it should be archive. It means live data we are transferring to the Azure. Now you have one question, like you are having 500 GB of data, and like so customer is not agreeing with you, so you can suggest this option instead of what we have discussed in previous days and just now in 2 minutes 5 minutes back. All are like offline only. We have exposed backpacks, SQL package, all are offline only, right? But this replication is the one thing. But what is the limitation that we are having? Only primary key. If your table doesn't have primary key, I cannot do anything, and you can client also don't do anything. So if you need to analyze the data and what, so you need to come analyze the data. Okay, my data is having certain properties, this option is suitable for me. Like this you need to come into with the question if they take. Okay, so now the replication also we have explored, and you have asked the replication monitor, right? Click on replication monitor. See select the server subscription. Excellent. This is what like snapshot agent looks like. Log reader agent, queue reader agent not comes into picture. There is no queue reader agent. Okay. So this is how you need to configure replication to Azure SQL database. Any doubts in this?
Harsha,
Yes, please.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Harsha, in with a backpack, with a DAG pack, and with an SQL package, we have a liberty of taking a backpack and just migrating to the Azure cloud environment. But with an replication, we have a limitation of a push subscriber, whereas the publisher will be the on premises and the distributor will be the on premises and the subscriber will be on the cloud, right?
Yes. No,
So the table,
we are looking like to migrate the options. Okay. So
okay,
for
okay.
example, my database having 500 GB, and that
Hmm.
too all tables are a primary key. I don't like to give one more than 15 minutes to you to
Hmm.
take the downtime. Okay, so
Okay.
what I will do, 1 week back only I will configure this transaction replication. I will make sure that how many record counts that I am having here. Select star from. So right now I am having 6 records. So I will generate each and every table to see the table count. Once it is matched, okay, at a short time, I will just stop the connections. I will just stop the application to this so that I will make sure that the counts what I am having in on-prem, the counts what I am having in on-prem, if it is same, then I will just stop the SQL server. Why? Because we have migrated, not like we are keeping our source of data in on-prem. So immediately I will just stop the replication and stop the SQL server, and I will ask the application team to redirect their application connection string to the SQL server, so that they can read, they can write all this into direct. So this is just like a failover. So once it is done, I will just stop disconnect. I will just drop the databases, drop this on-prem database, or just I can stop the replication. Why? Because
Got
replication
it,
is
got
not
it.
enough for me. The replication job has been done. Okay, so I am seeing in this in that perspective. Okay,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
got it.
yeah. Any doubts, or we will move to another explore another options? No doubts, right? So yeah, we are having two more tools. One is migration assistant, but the data instead of data migration assistance, and I would like to recommend uh, like uh, uh, Azure Data Studio. Now Azure Data Studio has evaluated it's like more than that. Okay, the same options what we are getting in migration assistant, the same thing we are get here as well. Okay, and that more than that. So whenever you install SQL Server SSMS, by default SQL Azure Studio will get installed in the backend. No need to install separately. Okay. So once you open that SQL Server here, you just connect to any databases. Or the beauty of this is it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't ask you to take the backup. It will do the everything. Okay. Now here you need to come to Marketplace. You need to install SQL migration option. Okay, yeah, once you click this option, it will open this wizard. Okay, now what you are going to do, come to databases. So these many databases are online. Okay, this is the last backup size and everything. Now I want to migrate to Azure. Okay, how I need to migrate to Azure? What is the link that is there? It is means run integrated runtime, IR. We need one gateway, right? That here we call it as a integrated runtime. How I can do that? Okay, I will show you what is the size. So this is the stable, this is the integration runtime. So this is almost 1 GB. So that's the reason I already downloaded and I have already installed, but I will show you how to do what I need to do here. Okay, so click on migration part here, click new migration, start new session. Next, select the database or whatever database that you want. It will take time, so no need to worry about all. So now it is saying that if you are migrating this on-prem database to Azure, then there is no issues. Then symbol. If managed install also, I don't have any problem. SQL Server Azure version also, I don't have any problem. Okay, now we are exploring more. Okay, now what is the service tier? This thing I am now it will change that. Okay, you are using database mail that is not supported. Server scope credentials. This credential we are using. We it is been there. Okay, but we don't use that. Server scope triggered logons. These are the logons. It will be not. I mean, it will not work. Okay, by default it will be there. Okay, so I have created some triggers. Why? Because to do some videos like if anybody change the database property, I need to get emails. That's the reason I have created. So for this we have an, alert in the this thing, right? In Google, in the Azure SQL database we have alerts, we can replace with that. SQL Server agent, use elastic jobs. It will give the trouble. It will give the suggestions as well. Instead of triggers, you can use database level triggers as well. Okay, it will give the assessment. See how beautiful it is, right? Click next. Now here you need to create it. Now I will show you integrated runtime. Yeah. Once you install this installation, nothing but next finish, where you need to give the username and password of your Azure account. Then it will connect it to the your Azure. Okay. So once you done this part, it means we are directly linking to on this laptop what I am using to the Azure account. Okay. Now you can do the password. Okay. Now I am connecting to this database. Okay. Free subscription, East US region, Azure Resource Group, test demo 08, username and password. Okay. Now connect. Meanwhile, what I will do here, I will go to the Azure and type. Uh, just wait. Azure migrate. Hmm. Azure Database Migration Service. Once you install integrated runtime, then no need to worry. We can do this in the portal directly from this wizard as well. I will share this reference article or okay. Yeah. So I am this thing. I am deleting this thing. Okay. Or I will keep like this. I'm going create one new migration service. So what is the source server? SQL Server. Okay, where I want to migrate the destination type category Azure SQL database. Database migration service. Select RG. Server name any again like Harsha batch one. I have just created a project. Okay, what we are doing here. Okay, the same thing I am doing in the online as well. So this portal will help, this data studio will help. What are the blockages that we are having? See, SQL package does give any warnings to us? No, right? But it will give you. And even though it gives some warnings, but it won't give the some recommendations. But this Azure Data Studio will give that what are the other alternatives that we have. SQL Server not agent is there. We can use Elastic Job Agents. Yeah, then go to resource. Now start new migration. Now you see here the story. I am selecting the online migration mode is the online for managed instance. Now if I select Azure SQL database, okay, now offline, then the scenario currently disabled and required self-hosted integration runtime to aggress migration service. Okay, so it is telling that to migrate this thing offline to Azure SQL database, currently offline is there. In future, it might come online, and it will require self-hosted integration runtime. Okay, now no problem. Configure settings. What I will do, I will copy this notepad where because I have to this thing to copy the self-gated integrated host time, right, for that purpose. Now it is asking that to download and install runtime. If we click on this, so it will give that this thing. Okay, you need to click the download. It will get downloaded. Okay, run. Click on that. Click OK and integration runtime. Is the same things or it is changing? IR B3 or B3 B3. Yeah, it is not changing. Okay, what I will do, I will uninstall this thing to show you the practical. Yeah, it is done. Okay, now I'm going back to the downloads, programs, run gated, next.
No, integration runtime is not uninstalled. Okay.
But then what I install?
Your desktop time, that is you uninstall. Integration runtime is not uninstall you.
Acha, acha, okay, now I am reviewing that. Thank you, thank you, man. Why this is taking so much long time? I don't know. I'm just closing this and going this Firefox as well. My CPU is utilizing. I will cancel. Right. Now I'm going back to downloads, programs. Yeah, we have successfully uninstalled the integration runtime. Okay, again we need to click on install. Next, next. So in the interview, they might ask you, Harsha, I want to migrate few databases to Azure. How do you came to know that these are the things that I cannot migrate? Okay, and these objects are exist in my database. How you came to know? So this question you might get in the interview, or you might get question in the day in your DBA shift. Okay, then the perfect answer is okay, general limitations. But if you go with the general limitations, the client or interviewer will not go and check either what are the general limitation everything in the I'm having in the on-prem, right? So perfect answer is Azure Data Studio. If you just install the Data Studio and you see migration wizard, it will tell you that what are the components that not compatible with Azure SQL database. Literally, to do this practical, I need more than 4 hours. It's very slow.
Harsha, are we covering data sync also?
Yes, yes, tomorrow is the only data sync.
Okay, okay.
I'm having the PPT also, man. That is a how can I concept? Forget that. Data sync is the only last concept. Okay, I will show you if you want. I am somewhere. I'm having some document.
No worries, no worries. It's okay.
The I have PPT, man. When I was in Microsoft, and we need to give the demo sessions. So I will share this practice. Okay, don't worry. So here they are asking for keys. Okay, so I am giving one. Yes, yes, please.
Could you please, tomorrow, could you please tell me that all these points, how to explain in the interview? That could be helpful us.
Yeah, sure, sure. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Click register. Now it is saying that current my node is okay Lenovo. Okay, if you type CMD and type host name, see the my computer name is Lenovo. Okay, so it is telling that is Lenovo computer. Finish. So it is saying that it is connecting. Integrated runtime node completes wait. It will take few seconds. But don't miss tomorrow class. Tomorrow is very important. Okay, I'm going to explore and nobody will inform. Will say that some few points.
Sure.
It's done. Launch configuration manager. Yeah, see this is done. Or I have installed this thing, right? So no issues. Where is the English here? Where is the English here, man? I don't find that. No, no problem. We will as of now not required. Uh, Select the batch, new migration. Yeah, I have configured already, right? Azure SQL database, runtime. Yeah. So once it's done, select. Now here, what is the source name? Lenovo, right? I'm connecting Lenovo instance. SQL, go with the SQL authentication only. Windows authentication will won't support us here. Okay. Again, you need to come back to the select this authentication. So now this Arsha username password is related to this data to this login. What is this? To this on-prem instance. Okay. As this instance. Okay. Now I am connecting. Proceeding to next. So it will take time. So me no. This is trusting. Asking for trust. Okay. Failed to connect. Okay. Make sure I will able to connect or not. Mhm. Then what is that username I am having? Varsha 123. Okay. Yeah. So got it. So what is the database that I want to migrate? Simple database. Like I will say select this database. Next. So free trial subscription SSL authentication database. Here you need to provide the Azure SQL Server username and password. Next. So guys, we will talk. Okay, we will talk what we are doing. What is the suggestions in interview that we have to give. Okay, everything we will do one thing. So where I want to move to this database in the ranking database. So meanwhile, what are the database that we have to create the databases in already actively there in the Azure. Okay, select the database and table to migrate. I will close. This is not required. So I told you that this is take time and that too we are doing offline. So what is the advantage that we are having? We are can do we can migrate each and every table. See this table we cannot migrate it. Why? Because the table data is empty. It means it cannot do DAC pack. That we need to. Okay. Now next start migration. That is done. Our job is done. Click refresh. Now it will creating a migration status here. Now it is been creating. Migration mode is online. Text demo and ranking database. Okay. So click on this Lenovo here. So here you can see the all the things status in here. How many records it is been there. Click on refresh. It will take time. Okay. It will take time. Meanwhile, you can go and see the rank refresh the server once. And one more thing I would like to highlight here is even though it is saying the creating here, okay, doesn't mean that it is creating. Okay, it is, portal is just like interface between server and user. So the changes what on server it has been done, it will get. I mean, it will slowly, slowly displayed in the portal. Means it by the time it will get done. Okay. Meanwhile, we have to cross check which databases we have transferred here. Harsha, right? So I will go this table. I'm having only one record. Okay, one record, no records. Okay, now where I go want to go test demo. It's our responsibility to keep on check on records. Okay, don't trust this portal. It will take time and it will even though it will finish job in 5 minutes, it will display results after 1 hour. It's our responsibility that tables are generated or not, this thing data is there or not, manually we have to verify. Yeah, we got the data. See the data is there or not. See the data is got there. Okay, there is no data as of now. No. See what is the schema status? Completed. Objects collected. Script generation 100%. Script deployment 100%. But still migration strategy in progress only. Okay, so it will be show like that only, but after 1 hour it will show migration status as a completed. Okay, don't worry about that migration status is in progress. So this is how we need to migrate, and we have to utilize this option. Okay, uh, and as of now we have done with the DMS, and I'm stopping the recording for now.